sports college football. It's the Kent State Golden Flashes and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Gamecocks kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Etheridge. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Kent State's offense will take the field first. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Gamecocks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Let's take a look at our impact players. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And I think it's safe to say Lenore Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything, what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest, this is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Browse at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around this young man. Lenore Sellers' talent is through the roof. We know it. Big, strong, can throw it. Now the pieces around him, a big year could be coming for this big young man.
They're going to ride this running back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sellers. Moving out to the right. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harbor. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's McAllister. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the score! Touchdown, South Carolina! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Quick give. It's Delaney. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggle. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
That one's not even close.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Throwing, Sellers. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hunt. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it as a 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, it's Clark. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Spade up.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Etheridge. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Straight ahead, it's King. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Here's Sellers to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Caught in the backfield. It's Harbor. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Here's a give to Auguste. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sellers. Dumps it off in the flats. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Harbor. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, down on the Golden Flashes sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snatches it on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Kent State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
But sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. 1 possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the 1st period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking for space. It's Clark. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run out of the gun with Isaiah Auguste. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing, Sellers. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Follows his blocks. It's King. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running inside. It's Coleman. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
3rd and long coming up. Here's Sellers to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's King. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to pass. Fires on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Trying to establish the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about Kent State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds. And then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Tight end now in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Caught. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Rush is on, and they got it.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll start on the ground with Auguste. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And they tried to run that sweep out right. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
Sellers. Fires to the wide out. Out wide right, it's Bennett. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Auguste. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The run inside. It's Coleman. Past the 6. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down.
Makes the grab and room to run. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Auguste. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down. Makes the grab. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Left side is Harris. Turns on the Jets. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He wants it all. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Woo, we needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Gamecocks sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now to see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll give it to Auguste. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. He's now got 78 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Throwing, Sellers. Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy. And
sends it downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Coming out of the locker room, the Gamecocks head coach told me he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
this slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. They'll run out of the gun with Isaiah Auguste. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide left, it's Tuggle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Hits inside. It's Howell.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down.
Snags it, and he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Tuggle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Here's Auguste. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know that...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Rush right in his face. And he gets it away.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better, you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cradles it at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Sellers. Look out. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
They'll give it to Auguste. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Sellers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Takes a handoff. It's Fuller. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. They're all over him. He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the golden flashes line up to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ollie, what do you have?
Hey guys, down here on the South Carolina sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open, and as a result, it's an incompletion.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Quick give, it's Coleman. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. So we open the final period with a third down play. Sellers from the gun on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. From the gun, it's King. Turning it on! Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Right back to the well. There's a crease. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back.
He can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together. From deep, it's Hunter.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes Kent State's offense ready to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Straight ahead, it's King. Nowhere to go.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun, they get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. Trying to take it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start. drive. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Left side is Sellers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Duckworth. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to take off. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Golden Flashes are marching down the field. Running inside, it's King.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to take it outside. It's King. They got him corralled.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's going to take a shot. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Kent State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
The deficit is huge. This one is all, but Overton, they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over. Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Throws it off the RPO. Breaks the tackle. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Fuller. They put the brakes on it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He breaks a tackle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
The Golden Flashes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Nice way to knock that one down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Here comes the heat. Fires deep on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
With the lead late in the game, this defense right now knows that the opponent's going to be throwing the football.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Golden Flashes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's King.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Caught. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Stopped right there. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Just feeds the running back. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Gonna run it. It's Fuller. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it back to him. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to